played? What maps won't be played? Will Inferno be played? Who knows?
Who knows?
It's all up in the air.
It
like
is
the
indeed.
clouds.
Yeah. I have to lean in a good way forward to see this one. Inferno being banned first off by Team Descent. Radix banning out Mirage. Okay, fair enough. Wow, Radix banning out Mirage. I mean, the only win they've had so far in this series is 16-3 versus ESL on Mirage. They've already banned that one out.
But Mirage is the map Team Descent picked to win up over Method in week 1.
Yeah, but that was more of a fluky. I feel like...
A fluky.
Yeah, fluky.
A little fluky.
It's a little fluky.
Is it just a fluke?
Yeah, it was, mate.
The E's like silent.
Sorry?
No, the E's not silent. But you don't. It's not fluky.
What about Jack E? You know, the E's
That's a Y.
It is indeed.
Nuke's been banned.
And it's Cash. Wow, well, great. Great.
Great.
What
a
Mate,
great
I've been
map.
all for my words today. Great matchup for both these teams, really. I mean, Cash last week for Radix, they lost 16-8 or 16-7, I believe it was, to Method, of course, the first time we saw Cyril play for that lineup.
Yep.
So, well, yeah. New week, clean sheet, and clean sheet.
Clean sheet.
Oh, my God. Clean slate, wow.
Clean sheet. They've washed the bed sheets.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready for the games.
After what happened last week, they've watched
They've really had to refresh themselves to get to this one.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. 16-8 last week versus Method, and who did they play last week? It was Descend versus Empire, and they lost 16-5 to Train. So no Train this week. No, well, much less of a structured map. I'm losing my mind here. A lot less of a structured map than Train, as we saw them lose 65 to Endpoint, and now they're going to be playing Cash. Adam XO is going to be calling. What do you think?
Well, it depends. Obviously, what's Adam going to bring to the table? We've not seen him too much in recent form. He's been around, obviously.
Yeah, when I
when
played on the lineup, he loved a bit of Cash. We used to play Cash all the time.
Yeah, he did like Cash.
And it was all about middle when I played with Adam. But since then, who knows? Times have changed.
It's true. What will he be like? What will Adam display in the server today? When
Will anyone?
Oh, hashtag. What was you going to say? Go on, I'll let you add it onto the hashtag.
I was going to say, will anyone defuse?
Oh yeah.
Defuse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at least if something goes wrong, obviously Adam, quite known for his speeches. He'll pause and he'll get a speech going. Do you remember that video, mate?
Oh yeah.
Series, you were there. That was your first LAN.
No, it wasn't. That was actually. It was the I-Series.
Yeah, it was your first LAN. Yeah.
They were versus Perilous, weren't they?
Probably. Yeah.
They were.
It was on Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Hype was streaming.
Oh, he was indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We
good.
need to use smokes outside because they're AWPing. Hype. I'm gonna give you the bomb. Go B.
I almost thought Adam was in the studio for a second there.
Same. Oh my God, is that?
Yeah, I was shocked. But obviously, hashtag ESL Prem. Let us know how you think this matchup is going to go down. Are you supporting the Scouse Lunatic himself? Are you expecting Adam Farm's going to come in big, dropping the frags, leading the unit, and showing them just the level of structure they needed? Or is this going to be Ardis and the boys closing the doors and traveling through time and space?
Yeah, and actually it's the first time we're going to be seeing Ardis join the lineup. So, you know, that's bad karma, right?
Playing against your own team.
Yeah, that's bad karma. Leaving them, snaking them, joining Radix and going to a new lineup. It's bad karma for Ardis, and obviously, how will it shape up on 4?
It's true. Will Yin and Yang be angry, and will his karma be negative? Will he lose this match because of that?
Yin and Yang is the thing. Oh, it does. What am I on about?
It represents karma. It's good and the bad.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
balance.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace to Karma Panya, of course, though. It's a bit mean, isn't it? That's a bit too. That's too soon.
I guess.
That's
yeah.
too soon.
He's literally just not played one game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was too soon.
He was actually
Apologies.
he was in the coach slot as well for that game. I realised.
What, Karma?
Yeah, he was.
Really?
Yeah. So I wonder what Karma was getting involved with. Wonder what he was given, what input he was dishing out.
Yeah, you do wonder.
You
anyway,
do, yeah. You do.
Cash, Radix win versus Team Descent. I would say 16-10.
Yeah, 16-10. Well,
I was waiting for your response.
Probably could happen. I'm not saying no.
All right, what are you going to say then?
I think this is going to be one of those really scrappy games. I think this is going to be incredibly close. It's going to be a bit all over the place. I think Radix will be able to close it out. But you never know. I think this is going to be quite a tight game. We're looking at like a 16-13.
I don't know if it'll be that close.
You don't reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing is, for me though,
go on.
Obviously Ardis performed quite well on his first display. Our boy Ardis, he was doing damage.
Yeah,
but it was actually
Lols
that took over as
He's not playing this week,
the main man himself. I mean, he is.
He is.
He is.
Oh, it's Howls. That's what Howls. I was like, okay, Howls, Lols sounds the same to me. There you go.
But
everyone's just got Zeds after their name for some reason.
Yeah, well,
Snods.
Yeah.
Me as well included.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snods with an S.
Snods.
Well, I mean, Snod Z. Snoods.
Nickname was Snoddy from real life.
Right. And then you became Snod.
Yeah.
Snod Z.
Snoddy was taken, so I had to shorten it and I put it to Snods.
All right.
There you go.
Couldn't you have had like a 0 for an... Wait, what do you mean Snoddy was taken? Steam, you can have any name you want.
No. Embarrassing story. What a Warcraft, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, want to forget that one.
Back when you were top 5 arena PvP champion, Snods.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, gosh, that was years ago now. Back when I was like 15. And here I am now.
Well, back when he was 15, things went south. Now in the server, is it going to go forward for Team Descend, or will it not? Who knows? Let's get in game. We're jumping straight in.
That's got to be the worst throw I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, it's going to be...
I don't know, mate. I've seen worse from Envious last week.
Oh.
Ooh, there he is. That was swift. Shout out to Mighty Max.
Hashtag Max, you cool. Anyway, it's going to be the CT side coming up from Radix right now. Team Descend on the terrorist side, of course, and Deadbeat, or Adam XO as well to call him, using the utility.
Neff will find the opener though. House retaliates, but it's Capers to come in strong. He finds a headshot straight away on towards Lols. Gets a bit of a tag off as well. It's going to be the main man, Eccles, roaming around. That's a double kill for Eccles. It's just Adam 5 left. Can he overpower the Eckmeister? Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case just yet. Adam struggling to stay alive. He is left in a 1v4. Apple's then cheeky out isn't meant to happen today. Bodemaster will take him down, and Radix get the opening round on their CT half. 4
players staying us live for the CT side as well. But of course, money after the pistol doesn't really pay too much of a factor. Of course, you are buying up Kevlar helmets, so you're rebuying all of the armor you save anyway. So, unless you buy Kevlar, don't see anyone, don't take any points of damage or into your armor. That's the only real time you see yourself save $750. Anyway, it's going to be 1-0 now as Radix pick up the pistol, and it is going to be the force spike coming up from Team Descend. Once again, Deadbeat not going to be buying up the Kevlar, going to be sacrificing that for the utility. It's going to be flashbang coming up from Artist, going to clear B, and let's see what he finds.
Artist peeking out, trying to rattle away with that UMP. Will find one frag, forced to reload, then they can actually push and overwhelm him. He just does get the reload off in time as he finds another kill. Bodemaster will chime in with one as well. Back on towards Tudson. It's Howls and Ad left. Is Bodemaster ready with the Ad block to stop him from getting onto site? Yes.
There it is. So 2-0 now, 3 players staying alive for the CT side. That's more, well, that pays more of a respect to how the money is going to fare for the, well, initial part of this first half. Anyway, it's going to be 4,000 across the board right now for the CT bank. And Radix, obviously on the CT side, you win your CT pistol, you don't become, or you don't actually begin to be in a scenario where you're on that rut, right? You lose that CT pistol versus the terrorist side. You're 0-3 down, you lose that first bar, and you're 0-5 down, you're in a scenario where you constantly have to use all your utility, or your money, sorry, to buy up round after round, and from there, that's how you really do get stuck in a rut. Anyway, it's going to be the fully coming out from the T side now, should be fairly easy now for Radix.
Artist running straight through everyone in front of him, just running through their faces right now as he finds these kills. It's a hat trick already for the man as he destroys everyone in his warpath. Lols will push out, does take down Neff, but Capers will retaliate as he executes Adam 5, and it's all left in the hands of Lols. But there is no laughing matter into the round as he's dead.
He's dead indeed. D-E-A-D to the D-E-C-K.
Yep, it's the deck.
It's the deck, he does indeed. 3-0 now, first buy round of the first half of the third game of the night. Let's see, now round number 4. It's going to be the 5-back setup coming up from Team Descend, obviously. They didn't get the bomb down, they forced bought, and Adam didn't buy Kevlar, but he bought extra utility, which meant he didn't have enough money to buy the NWP into round number 4. It's going to be the 5-back setup versus the single-up setup from the CT side. What is that? Famas on to Neff. And then 3 and 4s to finish off the rest of the buy. Let's see what's going to happen. Already aggression towards Boost as they do try and find a pick towards mid.
The elevated angle in play. Can he find that opening kill though? Will there be any CTs willing to run the risk and overextend? Capers already lost a little bit of health right now as he's left on 78. Just a few seconds into the round. Slower style of approach from Team Descend into this round though. Obviously they have the rifles to play with, so Adam's going to call that slower split and pick. Just hold that 2-1-2 setup and wait for the push to come towards you.
Yeah, Adam seems like he plays a lot more of that slower style CS. Passive, defaults, you hold, and from there, they work off of what happens inside the round. Capers now towards white box. What's that player towards? Then, and already, he finds one, but Artist gets a nice double kill versus his former teammates.
Absolutely brutal stuff there as he fires back onto his ex-boys in arms, as you said.
His ex-boyfriends.
His ex-boyfriends, ex-boys in arms, mate. It's Boaster and Pickles.
Oh dear. Yeah, I could see that. I could ship that.
Yeah. Artist still finding frags though. A hat trick already into the round. Howls has to recover the bomb. He's picked it up.
But how's he going to do it? It's a 2 versus 4 right now. 2-man disadvantage right now for the T side as the boost comes in towards the vent. Bodemaster with the AWP. Could be caught off guard, but luckily for him, Artist is boosted back and should catch Tudson off guard. I was going to say Hudson there. It's not the Hudson River. Instead, it's the Tudson Deader.
Tudson Deader. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Sunk to the bottom, and he's gone. Eccles the elevated angle as well. It's another easy frag to finish off the round. Radix only losing one member, one small casualty.
Uno man. Uno.
Sorry?
Uno man.
Uno man. Uno casualty.
Uno man is down, yeah. am I wrong in saying that? I'm right.
Well, 'cause it's one man. Oh, yeah.
That's
Uno man dead. Yeah. Uno casualty.
How did that take you so long to realise?
I don't know. I don't know what you were saying.
Uno.
You just been losing your mind.
Yeah, I have been, to be fair. It's gonna be
You
the
ever played Uno, mate?
Yeah, I have a few times.
It's quite fun, isn't it? It is quite a fun game. It's quite enjoyable.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean maybe? It's a yes or no answer.
Yes,
Have you enjoyed yourself?
It was alright. Gets a bit dull after a while, though, doesn't it?
It can do, yeah.
It does
it
get
can
a bit
do.
dull.
After you play about 4 games,
yeah,
you're kind
and
of
the games go rather fast too.
They do. Like this round, actually, so far, as the frags are all coming out. Radix picking up the frags. Bodemaster flexing those masterful skills as Eccles will find the final frag back and towards Deadbeat.
Once again, Uno man going down. 4 players staying alive for the CT side, and it's a nice shot there. The second shot's lovely there. Anyway, 5-0 now. Radix winning the first buy on the pistol and versus all of the 4 spies on Equals coming out from Team Descent on the T side. And now as we go into round number 6, Jack, it's going to be buy round number 2. 4 AKs and an AWP onto Tudson this time. And let's see if the AWP is going to be the difference maker. 4 and 4s, 1 AWP again onto Bodemeister. So in terms of the buy, it's looking very equal across the board. Anyway, Boost does get mollied out. No presence shown there just yet. Last round we saw late presence towards Boost, but this time it's going to be aggression towards B.
Once again, the master of the aggressive plays towards B. Adam 5 will fall. So left without their in-game leader into this round. Could be scared of how to approach this one. 4 players remain as they just want to try and resituate themselves. They still have the bomb in their control. It's fairly easy for them to group up what could be a late round A take.
This is the thing, right? We saw Team Descent have upset potential, especially on the T sides or the CT sides that were so weak when we previously casted them. When you add structure to a team like this, right? When you add structure to a team like this, does that potentially make them play worse? You're playing better CS, but then again, you want to play stupid CS when you're playing versus individually better players?
Yeah, you want to just take that run and gun style approach.
Yeah, you just want to literally play off of pure aim.
Yeah.
Anyway, Execution comes out, it's Molotovs and smokes. Let's see what Eccles can do.
Eccles repositioning right now as he will get that frag. He is set ablaze, but he's fighting through it. Eventually does go down, and that's Howls to get a 2K, leaving him just 1 man to aid him. It's him and Tudson in a 2 versus 3. They've got secure. They have secured the bomb site. They're still need to try and get that bomb planted. Tudson finds the headshot back and towards Capiz. Can now slip his way onto the site and lock down the bomb.
4 HP as well onto Howls. Tudson allowed to cross back towards Forklift now. Should be able to hold the angle towards Car. Here comes the push.
Oh, he could get taken out, but he hears them, I believe, as he tries to fall back as well, making an abundance of noise. He still finds the shot on towards Artist, but he doesn't know the location of Bodemaster. Bodemaster, he's the eye in the sky. He's perched up. He's got a lot of ground to play with right now, but he has to try and do it fairly swiftly. He does have the kit, spots out 1 man, will take down Tudson, but now he needs to find that final frag back on towards Howls. Has the Deagle out, spots him, lands a headshot. He has just enough time to get the defuse as well.
Yeah, definitely has that one. I did an HE there as well. If he knew that Howls was low HP, he could have chucked out the HE and just fragged him down that way. But nevertheless, it's going to be 6-0 now as Team Descent lose the second buy rod. So, if you add him right now and you're going to be buying up into this one after the bomb goes down, you have a 4-round loss bonus, 2.4k. You get the bomb down, it's extra 800. You're guaranteed $4,000. Sorry, plus if players get kills, it's $200 extra. If you add him, what are you going to be calling? The defaults haven't really been working too well. Could go for a mid split towards B. Crisscross smokes, block off the player towards highway, split through vent towards B. Bodemaster's opening B, execute there, could catch with guard, that'll probably work. If you want to go towards A, they have a player playing towards highway, you can still do the door burst, maybe you smoke off highway from a main. Yeah, there you go, crisscross smokes mid.
Gonna try and go for that mid play. See if it will work out. Obviously an old classic that was up his sleeve. He's finally presented it.
Yeah, but they're not really doing anything with it. They do the smokes to try and bait out a player towards highway or connector to see if they can get the frag from mid, but from boost, sorry. Doesn't really actually play out to their advantage, and now they've wasted 2 smokes. They have no control towards the other portions of the map. Let's see what happens now. 3 players approaching towards a bomb site. Still the 5 versus 5. Okay, this is low, but let's see if they can still hold the A site.
Getting ready to try and go for this burst style CS straight away towards the bomb site. The nades will go out. Lols finds the opener as well as takes down Capiz. They're now overwarming, swarming towards the site as they are getting kills, but they're being traded straight back as well. Adam will eventually come in with his frag on towards Neff, leaving them in a 3 versus 2. They have the advantage into the round The CTs have 2 kits. They don't have any utility to really aid them, though, to make their presence even further in their favour. Bodemaster, with the AWP in hand, needs to try and find that explosive entry to give them a chance this round, which he will do so. Takes down Adam. But they don't know the location of Ad. He's holding the angle, but Ad is allowed to peek out, get the first frag. Tudson goes and does the same as well.
Still, though, many steps to climb. If they want to climb the mountain of getting the comeback. 6 rounds of the Toronto they did lose initially. As it is 6-1 now. Team Descent in a 5-round deficit as we go into round number 8. It's going to be the same buys coming out from both teams. It's going to be the AWP on to Tudson. 4 AKs across the board right now for the T side, and once again, single up setup and 4 M4s to finish off the rest of the buy right now for the CT side. Bodemeister 11-1. Artist as well playing versus former teammates 10-4, so once again a stellar performance from him. Yep. Presence towards A main, no one going towards B. Last time they went there, Bodemeister got an easy kill pushing towards B. It's looking like they're going to go back to the Old Faithful, hit this A-bomb site, see if they can get success 2 rounds in a row.
Tudson will actually get the entry though this time around. He takes down Capers. Artis knows where he is. He's just waiting, hoping that he is going to face again, overextend a little bit and allow him to get that frag, but it's not really going to go down like that. He will back off. Team Descent do have that 1-man advantage both into the round, so they're going to group up, play that Wolfpack style of CS and push towards the bomber site. But Neff, he doesn't even need to see them to find kills. Just rips his way straight through door, takes down Lols. Another headshot will come out, but this time it's in the favour of Ad as he eliminates Eccles. It's a 4 versus 3, and it's getting worse by the second for the side of Radix as Deadbeat will chime in with that headshot back on towards Neff. It's Artis and Bowden here, hoping to try and do at least something into the round, but they're just getting obliterated, Snod. They fall in a matter of seconds. Artis surely just needs to back off at this point. He realizes it's going to be way too hard for him to pick up this round.
So, 2 now in a row for Team Descent. Money is still decent right now on the side of Radix. 6,000 onto Neff, 4,000 to Eccles. It's looking like they're going to quasi-buy this one. Actually, no, the M4 is bought up by Eccles. It's looking like they're going to be buying up into round number 9. M4 onto Eccles. UMP onto Capers, and Neff there going to drop over the AWP to Bodemeister and swap that one over with the M4s. So it's going to be 2 M4s, 1 up onto Bodemeister, CZ onto Artis, and the UMP onto Capers, and versus them will be the 4 AK buy, and the AWP once again onto Tudson. So far so good towards the A site from Team Descent, playing the trade style and execute heavy, as it does eventually work in their favor. The boost comes out, I can't actually see which player that is, but having the Shroud boost there should pay dividends. Add through the smoke, we'll find 1 frag. Spams it, but let's see if they anticipate the play towards boost. They heard it, they know exactly what's going on, and they won't be caught off guard. Yeah,
you could see Tudson was aware. Ad peeks out, clears it, finds the headshot. They were completely aware of what was going on into the round, so it was so easy for them. Artis and Bodemaster essentially have to try and save if they can. Artis will find that frag back on towards Lols. Could probably upgrade his weapon if he extends out. We'll grab that Kalashnikov, but now they have to just fall back.
Yeah, 2 versus 4. And of course, Artis wants to save the AK, actually does retrieve that, so it's going to be even better for them. So, the 4 spike doesn't work in the favor of Radix, which means there should be the volley coming out from the CT side. Obviously, they have the guns, they're going to save forward. But as a CT side, you still get your money, your round loss bonus, even if the bomb isn't defused. Actually, what am I on about? It's the T side where it works that way, but anyway, just ignore what I'm saying, everyone in chat. Artis now playing towards Black Boxes, 8 HP, phases out, gives away his position, doesn't quite get the kill, and Sheet about to explode by his feet, but luckily he will stay alive. It's going to be 6-3 now, 3 on advantage for Radix on their CT side, still after winning 6 on the trot. As we go into round number 10, it's going to be the Eco buy coming out from, Eco buy. Essentially, an Eco is where you don't buy, so it's going to be the full Eco coming out from the CT side, as they are just going to go for the upgraded pistols. Only Kevlar onto Artis, who save and salvage this AK-47 into the next round.
There's no way straight through. Looks like they might try and go for a bit more of a shock and awe style play into this round. Obviously, they have a little bit of utility. They can try and go for a flash push if they wish to do so, getting that early map control. They are going to run the risk. Actually, Capers leads the charge. He goes down ever so close to finding that frag, but luckily enough, the trade potential is there. And it goes through. As Artis will find that frag back towards Ad. Adam trying to force him out of position with the Molotov. They double face towards him. And Artis gets another kill into the round.
Bodemeister finds the frag as well. He does get 1. It's quite get the second. Eventually will be traded out. It's going to be the 2 versus 3. Kevlar only onto Artis. So even with the man disadvantage, you can still be favoring Team Descent in this scenario. Bomb. Shimmered across towards the site unscathed. And if the bomb is planted, the retake happens. As long as it's good after plant positions right now from the T side, which it is. Bomb planted for B main. You're going to have Tudson there with the AK. It's still looking like a favoured round right now for Team Descent.
Oh, Nade does soar through the sky though, and Howes is able to blow Eccles out of the server, so it's a 2 versus 2 retake here, but the only one that has a rifle is Artis, and his teammate has already fallen. Artis eventually gets the trade back, headshot though, but Tudson Had the angle covered, it's so easy for him to just rattle off shots there and get that kill. Will also upgrade himself to an AWP to give him a bit more of a fighting chance into the following round. So Radix 6 rounds still on the board. Team Descend have now claimed 4.
Nevertheless, there was the Folika coming out from Radix. A 1 versus 1 was the culmination of that round. It's going to be 14 frags already, I believe, for Radix. Yeah, 40-5. Strong performance so far. Obviously, not buckling under the pressure of playing versus his former team. It's going to be round number 11. It's going to be the 4 AK by AWP again to Tudson, of course. The fact that the AWP was saved means he won't have to be reimbursing himself for too much. Only 2 rounds now separated these two teams. Capers towards Sandbags, peeking up, but no one's really been peeking him so far. Adam's style of calling hasn't really been too heavy towards middle. It's been that slow default play, hold for the push, and eventually end towards the A-bomb site with execute. Spec towards highway, flashes, Molotovs towards quad, MBK, and default, and then from there just play the trade game.
Try and take that hit. A little bit late, run into the round, go for the burst style, wolf pack. They are going to make their approach through, clearing these angles. They know that there's probably someone playing towards close mids. They're a little bit dubious of how far they should extend at first. They get first contact here, and they force one player to fall back, but they don't clear towards Sandbags. This allows Capers to get that first frag back on towards that. He stays alive as well. The smoke goes down to allow him to exit, but he also gets a secondary kill. Finds the headshot back on towards House. This has put Radix in such a great position into the round. Capers pulls out the hat trick now as well as he finds another one, still just doing damage after damage. Artis pops out, wanted to try and get the double kill to close the game out, but unfortunately he's going to be able to.
Tudson down the 1 versus 4. Low HP into Capers from Sandbags. Stellar performance from him. Finds big 3 kills. And leaves it in just the 1 versus 4. Peeks out towards middle. Spots one player. Over faces. Misses the shot. Goes down to 12 HP. 1 more bullet should do it. Should close out this round. It's looking like 7-4 now in favour of Radix after losing 4 on the trot.
Capers will eventually get that kill to shut it down as he is able to continue his work here. Going pretty well for them. Obviously, Radix, they let it slip a little bit towards the end there, but they've now finally started to do some damage once again, returning to their usual form. As the buy will come back through.
But indeed, Jack. Round number 12. Let's take a look at the buys. Very standard here. Bottom ice with the AWP, and of course, AWP again onto Tudson, so single up setups onto both of these teams. Capers spots that one player towards middle, but actually, Miller's going to fall back. Team has had so much success towards the A-bomb side. As soon as they start venturing towards B or towards middle, they just get plowed down, essentially. Anyway, it's going to be a 1-1 trade, but Buddermeister makes it a 2-for-1, and it's going to be the 4 versus 3. 1 man advantage right now for the CT side as Radix has the man lead. Let's see now, 1 minute 20 left on the clock, and Lowell's trying to take and secure middle, and if he can, hopefully try and find a frag towards highway. Find out rings towards the A site and try and aid his team, but it's looking like they're going back towards B.
Finally furthering the lead a little bit for him, putting them into a pretty good spot. As they will now go for this play towards that B-bomb site. Team Descend, 3 players remaining. They're grouped up as a duo, and 1 single man playing as the lurk. They are going to push their way in towards that B-bomb site, though. Eccles, the elevated angle. The nade does roll in. He knows Adam's there, and he is just trying to land those pot shots towards him. Tags him a little bit. Will eventually be able to find that complete kill. Artis on the bomb site as well should be so effective in this position. They have to push towards him. He's able to get the double kill to close it out. And that's another round going in the bank for Radix right now.
Oh dear, 17-7 right now for Artis. Stepping up to the plate. And he's starving, Jack. It's going to be 8-4 now. Radix, of course, winning 6 in a row, but currently 2 in a row as they do eventually break the money from Team Descend. Round number 13, and Team Descend, equal this round, they're going to be buying up into round number 14, the penultimate round of the half. Nevertheless, though, it's going to look like 9-4 in a round where Radix can further their bank. And from there, even if they lose the round that comes at 14, they can probably still buy up into round number 15 with a full buy, as long as their bank does allow it. It's going to be the play towards A as eventually. It's looking like it's going to be the burst through door.
Burst their way straight out. Tudson will find the opening here with his P250 in close range combat. He knows how to wield the weapon to such effect. Adam furthers it as well as he finds these headshots, but Neff is the 1-man army on the site, and he is trying to ward them off. He has been able to slow the push right now as he finds a double kill. And you can see, debating whether they should restructure their approach, try and attack to a different bomb site, take it from a different position. But right now, it seems like they are just going to hold strong. They have 1 smoke to aid them into this round, but it's not looking great.
Yep, they're slowed down the pace right now. Trying to allow the AWP from Tudson to find a first frag here. Well, I say first frag, but a first in this 3 versus 3 scenario. And try to get themselves the 1-man advantage. Lowell's now coming in from highway. Peeking out towards connector, but actually they're just going to be holding for the CT push. So he's going to be allowed to peek up here unscathed. The question is now, this lone player towards site. Will he be able to hold it?
Oh,
No.
lols.
No, he definitely won't.
Giving that frag to his side immediately. Crouch peeking round as well. He gets the tag off as they have taken control of the bomb side, but Eccles will retaliate as he gets that tap in towards his cranium. The Molotov's going to go in as well to give him a little bit of leeway to play with. It's a 2v2. They have utility. They have an all-important kit as well into the round. And Team Descend don't really have too much to favour them. All they have are these afterplants and their raw aim. The nade's starting to roll in. Tudson forced majorly out of position. He's not in a really favourable location right now, but he's staying alive. They need to try and clear towards main as well. Tudson peeks out, finds the first. House will get the second. And Team Descend somehow pulled that round out.
Yep, no Kevlar as well. It's going to be the full eco win there for Team Descend. The 3 versus 3 scenario, but somehow, some way, Neff doesn't expect the play from Highway, and it's going to grant them round number 5. So, in terms of buy rounds, Jack, after Radix taking the pistol, it's going to be 5-5, so an equal affair so far. An equal exchange, even, within the gun rounds. Nevertheless, though, round number 14. Awful buy round coming up from Radix, as they're going to be fully 14 to this one double upset of run out from Neff and Bodemeister. Eagle onto K-Piz, and the Caesar onto Eccles, and the UMP onto Radix. So let's see, Neff now holding the line towards B. Can he land the frags? No.
Oh, the miss comes out from Neff. They know they can push their way in now as well, try and overwhelm him once he's resituating himself, but he will find one kill. The trades go all over the place right now as they equalize back into a 3 versus 3 fairly swiftly into the round. Ardis waiting to try and cut off the lurk, but everyone is on the site. They've all brute forced their way in. There's no late round strategy in play here. Bodemaster trying to find that opening shot with the AWP, but he can't quite connect it. Ardis as well realizing maybe it's a little bit too awkward into the round. They might actually be backing off.
Yep. Save the MVP and the UMP into the final round here. It's the best real chance they have of trying to get to 9-6. 9-6 would be their dream scoreline on the CT side of Cash. Obviously, a team like Team Descend, notorious for having much stronger T sides than they do CT sides. So the fact you've already got an 8-round, well, you're already halfway there essentially to get into round number 16. So far so good from them.
Staying alive is going to be the key to allowing them to do a bit more damage into this follow round. They have been able to hold on to those weapons. They can scavenge them forward. Coming into round number 15. They are going to have a very weak buy though. Look at that economy.
So, AWP will be dropped over. Actually, no, it's just going to be the drop of the UMP. Bodemeister will in the AWP once again. Let's see what the buy is going to be like eventually right now for the CT side, because once again it's a single up setup for Team Descend and the 4 AK buy. So, Deagle onto K-Piz, UMPs on 2. 3 other players on the CT side, and Bodemeister winning the AWP once again. Is someone going to be challenging just about? Here it comes, bad flashbang. And Bodemeister capitalizes off of that, going to find the first frag. 1 man advantage already, but low HP there for Eccles towards mid.
Looked like he almost started a bit there and wasn't quite sure who to try and go for, but did find the frag in the end. Nice flick. So it's a good opener. Eccles is fairly low. They're left only on 34 HP into the round so far. Setting themselves up to try and go for this late round play towards the A-bomb site. They try and take that mid control as well.
Yeah, so 1 man disadvantage right now for Team Descend. They lost the initial player towards B. Now the remaining 3 players towards A main, 1 towards mid. They're going to be backing off boost and rejoining the ranks towards A main. 4-man push now towards A. They have the firepower advantage, but the man disadvantage.
Pushing their way out. Howls is going to attempt to lead the charge, it seems, but Ardis is in such a good position, but it doesn't matter. Howls will find that swift headshot as he flicks over and removes him from the equation. Bodemeister tries to get into a good angle, but he actually just baits for Neff, allowing Neff to go huge as he gets the double kill. Lols will roam over, but he gets tagged down as well by the AWP coming out. He's not looking too healthy into the round. Eventually gets 1 degged out by K-Piz as well. It's all on Tudson here to try and deny this from going to a 6-9 scoreline and give his teammate a little bit of an extra oomph into the second half. He finds a kill. Couldn't quite double it up though. He will fall, and that is going to be a 9-6 scoreline with Radix leading the charge off the back of the first half. Yep,
Team Descend right now going to be losing the half 6-9. Obviously, Radix take the pistol on their CT side, and from there they make it 9-6. So in terms of buy rounds, it's 6-6, but obviously the pistol making the difference.
Yeah, so pretty close stuff so far. It looked like it was going to be even further dominant there, really, for Radix. They had a very good showing. Started to drop off a little bit towards the middle. Team Descend started playing more to their play style.
Yeah, I think it was something crazy, like a 6-0 advantage right there, and then deadbeat. Team Descend managed to bring back 4, and then from there, you know, ended up being 9-6. So for me, Radix now the terrorist side of Cash. If they can take that first initial pistol, well, second pistol, sorry, make it 12-6. At that point, your T side Cash, 3-round advantage, economy's in your favor. It's looking like it could just be rather a clean sleep.
A clean sleep.
I wish I could.
That's what you need to go, mate.
Yeah,
you need to go to bed.
Honestly, 4 hours sleep a night has been ruining me, and it's ruining my casts.
They're always this bad, to be fair. So.
Yeah, no, they're atrocious, mate.
Yeah. Much like Team Descent off.
-6 isn't that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
That's really not that bad. If that's bad for you, mate, what's a good day for you?
16-0 every game, mate. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean when you play versus bots and everything.
Alright, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
Give it.
Yeah.
But they need to try and continue their good form, obviously, on the side of Radix. Keep that going. T-half for Radix, they can be a little bit more loose. It's gonna favour that aggressive play style that a lot of these players love to bring to the table, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we saw what happened from Team Descent when they have Adam XO calling. Slow, disciplined plays doesn't really favour. I mean, you're trying to call an intelligent style of CS when you've got inexperienced players who aren't individually skilled as the players that versus, you know, I'm going to be putting Bodemeister, Artist, Eccles, usually Tesco as well on that. Is he on Team Descent or Radix? Radix, because he played last week, Tesco versus Ruler. Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be putting them ahead of, you know, your players like Adam XO, Howls, and Lols, very unknown players. So when you try and play this slow, steady style, you're really emphasizing the players' aspects of clutching, how they play 3 versus 3, communication, afterplants, retakes, essentially, the hardest part of the game. Whereas we saw them play their T-sides before, and they just literally held W, went for headshots. If they landed headshots, cool. When they don't land shots, it's whatever. They're just playing for fun. Maybe the added pressure of, you know, a cooler.
Could come back to bite them there. Obviously, a little bit more structure. Not really what they're used to. They're always going for those very flashy one-on-one style plays. So maybe that could be a bit of a difference maker. More so for Radix on their T-half. There's no one really that's sort of overwhelmingly going to be overcooling anyone and force them to do anything they don't really want to. They can still play that loose style of CS. So Radix could be a force to be reckoned with here, obviously, on their second half.
Who does cool in that lineup? Neff, K-Piz, Bodemeister, Artist, and Echo. It's probably Neff.
I would guess at that point.
It's about to be a mix, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Radix, the last time we saw them play was versus ESL when they 16-3'd them.
Yeah. And
that was on T-side Mirage. They had a 12-3 half on Terra side Mirage versus ESL. So let's see if they can replicate that. It seems like it's always about the Terrace halves with them. And they're very good on the pistol rounds as well. So high skill, high caliber players, just lack communication, teamwork, and experience. Well,
let's see if that is going to be the case as we jump back in with this second half here of game number 2.
Let's see now. It's going to be Team Descent on the CT side. Kit and Smoke Grenade bought by Adam XO. And apart from that, it's going to be the 4 Kevlar by, and on the T side, Utility bought by K-Piz. And again, 4 Kevlar to finish off the rest of the buy. Currently going to be shifting their way through door. And from there, they're probably going to be bursting towards that A bomb site. And actually, it's going to be the retake towards A and a fast play towards B to come in from behind. Oh.
It's nicely done there by House. Very, very beautiful one tap to open it up, and he gets the second as well through the smoke. Lols will also have one for his back pocket. Eccles will do a little bit of damage. Tudson will trade it back on towards K-Piz though. It's been a pretty effective CT half so far. CT round even. As Eccles, he's trying to rotate in. He's already got 2 frags to his name, but he gets dinked down through the door as he's left in a 1v3, and the bomb is outside the door. He's left in a very, very awkward situation to try and win this one to get his team this opening pistol. You imagine this is actually going to be Team Descent picking it up as they just got such a good positional play into this round. Eccles just trying to toy with him a little bit, hoping they might overextend, given the chance he needs, but they know they just need to hunker down and hold these angles. Yeah, actually, unfortunate scenario there that was actually dinked through the door. If he found one more kill on 100 HP in the 1 versus 2, Adam XO is low HP. Well, I say low HP. Has no Kevlar, so obviously you can tag him up, exploit the fact he has his aim punch. That could have been an opening there, but nevertheless, though, it's going to be Echoes on the 1 versus 3. Low HP for him. Picks up the USP. Spamming through the door, trying to get good karma in his favour after being dinked through that door. And actually eventually goes into 15 HP. One more bullet should seal the deal. Gets 1. But eventually will be traded out. So, it's going to be 9-7. Pistols going respectively 1-2-1 here. Team Descent, they needed that one. Yep. Definitely was the round they had to pick up. House kicked it off phenomenally as he did get that double kill with the 1 taps coming out. And then we saw that furthered as well by Lols actually doing a bit of damage. But Team Descent, they're going to get that round on the board, round 7 now. They can also try and continue, get these second rounds for free. Tied up at a 9-9 scoreline. It's going to be essentially smooth sailing for them. It's a pretty good reset that they've been able to find immediately on their city half. Yeah, bomb not going down as well for the T-pistol means they're going to be forcing up fully into this one. All fire since a Kevlar on the T side means no DVP going to the first buy round. So they are really putting all their eggs in one basket here. If they lose this one, they're going to be forced on the Falika. That's where it can really get to 9-9 scoreline. And from there, it's anyone's game. It's going to be Bodemeister going to a boost run for the first frag towards middle.
Obviously, one shot headshot with the Deagle. It's actually 5 Deagles and 5 sets of Kevlar, so all players mirroring the same buy.
Tiny bit of utility to play with. They have those 2 flashbangs, but they're not actually that close together to really use them. You've got the one-man lurking towards Artist, towards B. He's just hoping to find those entries, try and go for the late round backstab, while the rest of his teammates seem like they want to try and group up, go for the A play. The bomb has just been recovered as they slowly get closer towards main. They do find the opening kill though. Neff connecting that headshot back on towards Ad, but Lol's up close personal like this in close range. If he can find a couple of point blank frags with that UMP, it should be fairly easy for them. Flashbangs do go in. He will flash back there to try and slow them down, but they're just going to push straight towards him. He just pulled his pants down as he was getting out a nade. Artis, another frag goes his way as well as takes down Tudson. It looked like it should have been his easy spray down into that, but he just gets caught off guard.
Somehow, someway, the 5 Deagle buy coming out from Radix Esports eventually does take and claim that A bomb site. Let's see though, How's now the 1 versus 4 finds the first frag and be putting himself into 1 versus 3 scenario now.
He pushes his way back over. He is close by, obviously just trying to find these frags, but can he actually get the opener? Jump away, top of star line. You can see how panicked he is though, trying to react fast. He had no idea of the angles that were in place, was just roaming all over the place. Eventually will fall. And Radix do pick up that round, but this is horrible for Team Descent. They had the perfect start to the second half. Now they get reset. This means Radix are going to be sitting themselves and say 11 rounds before Descent even have a chance to really buy back.
What would you say right now if you're Adam XO? Wake up.
Yeah, it's basic CS, boys.
It's basic CS. Wake up. No. That's what it's saying right now.
Do you reckon?
100%. Put my house on it, mate.
Nice.
This is the part where you say, I haven't got a house, and I say, I know, that's why I wouldn't put it on.
Well, didn't. Aggression coming through, though, towards mid. Bodemaster is going to lead the charge as he tries to push his way out. Gets himself in the elevated angle. Ad was hoping that would give him even more of a chance to land a shot towards him, but that is not going to be the case. Snoots.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
I was saying, yeah, I was going to ignore me. Yes, exactly, Jackie. I just combined both his words together. Nevertheless, it's going to be the 3. Sees that by Deagle there onto Ad. Oh, Deagle there as well onto Tuds. Why are you laughing so much?
It just made me laugh.
I just combined exactly and Jackie in the same word.
Yeah.
UMP onto Bodemeister. And of course, the M4 retrieved by Neff, and then 3 AKs as well for the rest of the buy. 10-7, 3-round advantage right now, 50 seconds left, and eventually they're coming in for the B hits.
Pushing their way through towards the bomb site. House will find a frag back towards Bodemaster. There's a couple of frags going either way. It's left into a 2 versus 3 at this point, but they have the rifle advantage. That nade blowing Adamoxo out of the server. Adamoxo, mate.
We are
the
so bad.
Well, Adam Exo, or Adam 5,
You
or
just called him an
Deadbeat.
Adamoxo cube.
Yeah,
like a
Adamoxo
stock cube.
Yeah. Like a meaty stock cube. Let's try and see if this is going to be a meaty round, though, as the retake has to come out. Team Descent right now just holding their angles for the meantime. 2 Deagles and a CZ in play, but Neff will find that headshot back on towards Ad. It's just Tudson and Lols remaining. They have the upgraded pistol snarls, but they're not really got anything to give them the opener. A little bit of a peek comes through from Neff, but they don't even capitalize on it. But Lols eventually finds 1 kill. He's just got to connect a few rounds towards Neff to pick this one up as he sprints towards him, lands the headshot, and he will be able to grab it.
He will indeed. It's going to be 10-8.
Oh.
He's got it. He's got it. He's fine. It's going to be 2 rounds separating these 2 teams. 4 spies go back to back. Oh, we're going to see another buy come up from Radix Esports. They did get the bomb down. They can eco this one and they'll fully buy up into round number... I'd like to say round number 5 then. Round number 20, Jack.
Round number 25.
No, round number 20.
Round number 5 plus 20 is 25.
No, it's actually round number 5 plus 15, which is 20.
Well, it's round 19.
Yeah, now. So I said they could full buy into round number 20.
Probably could do, yeah.
Not round number 25, thank you. It's going to be the UMP onto House, M4, AK onto Lols and Adam XO. Tudson and Eccles will win that FAMAS to see if they can hold off the push now coming towards A.
Pushing their way through to the bomb site, trying to cause a little bit of an upset right now as they do sprint their way straight through. It seems to be Tudson and Ad doing all the damage as they claim 2 frags to themselves. Neff will eventually get 2 of his own, but will go down towards Lols. So the reset coming back through, and this time actually continuing for Team Descent. They're not going to let it slip once more.
Oh, here comes the buy from Radix. Let's see. Obviously, 2 players dying right there for the CT side. The money isn't really too strong. Obviously, having to rebuy utility in all of these rounds. So, 1,000 for Ad, 2,000 for Howes. Apart from that, the rest of the players are broke. So, if Radix Esports win this one, make it 11-9. Force and Eco 12-9. You're looking at a 3-round advantage. You're close to finishing off the rest of the game. You should be favouring Radix Esports. I did actually depict the picture, or paint the picture even, that I thought the scoreline was going to be 16-9, Jack. So all I need now is Radix to win 6 in a row, and I'm a genius.
True, and Eccles actually started off in your favour as he finds that kill back on towards Tudson. This lurking around as well, waiting to see if anyone is going to get a bit cheeky towards mid, try and take that map control. When one of their own insurgents is actually taking control towards short, it's going to be Bodemaster, as he will find that one frag back on towards Lulz. Actually retreats as well, doesn't overstay his welcome, checks out on time, and gets back towards his team.
Does indeed. So, team advantage right now for the T side, as Eccles is low HP along with K-Piz. Anyway, there, let's see. Here comes the push and the assault towards the A-bomb site.
What a odd round that was. Bodemaster will find that headshot though. Takes down Adam 5 as he will be able to do a little bit of damage. Artis as well, waiting for the push to come towards him. Still just spamming his way off. Going to be Ad and Howls to attempt to retake this as they clear these angles.
Yep, it's going to be the 3-man advantage as well. Ad finds one. Actually, maybe able to get a second, but it's in the 1 versus 4 right now. Just eventually go down. So there's going to be 4 players staying alive. Let's see now. 11-9. Money is reset for Team Descent. Are they going to be forced in this one? I guess we're about to find out. As the pause comes through, then we've got Clue, Jack, and what would you do?
What, if I'd paused?
And you had 2,000 in the bank.
I'd invest that into Stocks. Exchange.
Yeah.
And with that, I would, over a period of time, make a profit.
What, probably looking at, what, 4 or 5 years? Longer than that? 9 years?
I would then reinvest into a buy. And then probably win the round.
So you're saying you're going to pause for 9 years?
Yeah.
There you go, mate. There you go.
Why not?
But what stocks would you invest into? If you had to invest into, okay, this is a good question. If you had 6 figures to invest, right, and you had to invest into one team in the UK, right, which team are you investing in?
I don't know, mate. It's pretty tough.
My answer is none.
No?
Nah, I'm joking. If I had to do one, Endpoint, maybe. If not, Method, but they've already got enough. Excel, Bosa's vlogs. There you go. I can up those. Give Bosa his own TV series.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You don't? No.
I don't know about that, mate. Poster on the BBC with the Tetley T.
Yes. Ah, infused. Yeah, forgot about it. No, I wouldn't.
Just Neil.
No flame.
Give it to Neil.
Yeah.
See what you do with it. Be like a social experiment. Strap a GoPro to Neil. Give him a load of money and see what he does.
Oh.
We're going to set you off into the world. It's like An Idiot Abroad, but with Neil in it. I'd watch it.
Do you know what? I'd pay to watch that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe that's something we should look into. Patent that. That's copyright. Copyright.
We are so bad. Oh, dearie me.
Eccles ain't too bad though, mate. He finds that opening headshot straight away towards Haldars as well. Going to claim one. Eccles will get another frag. And it's all left on Ad in a matter of seconds. The rest of the teammates have been stomped out. And he's served up some apple crumble. Yep. It's not gone well.
And
he's dead.
That's all he ripped.
That's all he writ. That's all she writ.
That's all she writ. 12-9 hours. The bio should come in from Team Descent on the CT side. Let's see. 9 years have passed here, Jack. 9 long years. Nearland's ventured the world. Come back. And what is brought back is 2 Famouses and 3 and 4s.
I would love that, though.
Oh, mate, I'd
We've
pay
sent
a lot
Neil
of money
to
for
Southeast
that.
Asia. She's like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
What it means. You are the... Oh, wait, what is it? You're the dumpling balls. You are the chicken balls, lad. And let's see. Artist now towards mid. Obviously, it's a 3-man advantage right now. And actually, Ad finds one. Eccles does find a reply kill. That's going to be the 4 versus 4. Low HP for Ad as well, though. But Tudson chimes in.
Able to do a bit of damage as he will find that frag back on towards Neff. It's obviously a 4 versus 3 into the round. They have 2 rifles and an AWP to play with on the side of Radix. Meanwhile, Team Descend are locked and loaded with those M4s and FAMASs. They're hunkered down on some pretty good angles as well, so they can try and ward off this push coming towards the B-bomb site, but they need to be swift on the rotate as the nades are soaring through the sky. Radix will get the opening frag as well, and tries to trade it back, but he can't quite do it. He goes down, and now they have the man advantage.
There it goes. Man lead right there from Team Descendant. Ad and Co throw it away. It's going to be 3 versus 2 now. Notoriously hard site to retake is B. And right now they're faced with that challenge. Tudson and Lols, what can they really do in this scenario? FAMAS, M4, no kit. Thanks for coming. Bodemeister finds that frag. It's going to be the 3 versus 1, and he's going to be saving and heading off to the very next day.
Yep. Backing off.
Yep.
Jump in his van.
Made the flight home. Back to Northern Ireland, of course.
Men with Ven. And he's off.
Men with Ven?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, obviously you get a man with a van. Or you can get men with Ven.
He's Ven the plural of vans?
Yeah.
Well,
Men with Ven.
look at your screen right now. There's only one van there.
Yeah, but if there was multiple van...
Yeah, but I was saying, it's
there
not
would be
what
Ven.
if there isn't, Joe.
Alright.
Alright. Mighty Cobra.
Yeah. Strong like the mighty Cobra.
Exactly. 13 to 9. Let's see what the bar's going to be for the CT side, as the money isn't looking too good here, Jack. Are they going to be saving this one and then trying to come back from a 14 to 9 deficit? It's looking like they are. It's going to be Kevlar only on the saved player. That's Tudson with the M4. Apart from that, it's going to be upgraded pistols, 2 flashbangs, and no Kevlar run out for the CT side. Again, single ops that have run out for the T side onto Bodemeister, 4 AKs, and slowly but surely they're venturing towards the A-bomb side.
Sprinting their way straight through. House will find the opening kill. Cape is trying to compose himself as he unleashes an absolute hellstorm of bullets, but he can't quite find the kills. He's getting everyone low, but there's no real impact frags just yet. He will eventually get one, and the second, the fadeaway, as he's blind, trying to get out of there, doing more damage with his Glock than he could do with his AK right now, as the flashbang will go back through as well. And Lols is trapped, almost dead. Oh. Tag comes out through the coils there as well. This round is incredibly awkward. Cape is...
Oh my god!
Still trying to run away. Molotov goes in. That's not done too much. Is it, say, 2 versus 2? Still 2 versus 1. 1 versus 2.
Madness. Absolute madness. Cape is now the 1 versus 2. Lols down 4 HP, and as well, Tudson has the Kevlar and the salvage down 4. Already got 2 kills into this round, and let's see what we can do. Cape is going to be changing his angle of attack. Going to be retreating back towards middle. Peeking towards highway. Can he catch a player off guard and make it 1 versus 1?
Left for 35 HP, but he has a smoke and a flashbang to play with, and it seems like he is going to actually resituate himself, recalibrate, slow it down, and go towards that B-bomb site, but he's been scared. He's seen
terrified, Jack,
that the vent is not broken. He doesn't want to give the game away.
Yep.
He's not going to bother. But he's made a lot of noise anyway as he jumps down.
He has indeed. So, 2 versus 1 now. Can he find the first towards car? Peeks out. Oh my goodness. Tudson. Lols now 4 HP. Let's see what he can do.
He's sprinting right towards the bomb site. He just needs to land 1 bullet towards Lols. He's left on 4 HP. Just keep your gun out in this situation.
Oh, dearie me. Oh.
JT would be screaming, get your gun out. Guns out.
Guns out.
Guns out.
Guns out.
Guns out.
Yeah, gosh. Good old Joe Talbot. He's going to be at Insomnia, isn't he? Is he coaching Vex or is he playing?
I don't know. I think he might be specking.
Specking. Yeah, guns out.
Guns out.
Hashtag.
Guns out.
Hashtag guns out. 4 AKs and the double ups. Oh, wow. Double ups around for the CT side. Let's see what they can do. Ad and Tudson going to be warding those. Put a much good spawn towards B. Will peek there, but no one actually will be walking and dropping into his crosshair. Instead, though, still 5 versus 5. Bump towards mid-main. A slow default coming up from the terrorist side right now. They're just holding for any aggression coming out from the CT side. Team Ascend still in a scenario where they can be reset. And if they are, that could easily be 14, 15, thanks for coming, 16, and a 16 to 10 scoreline.
Possibly. Right now. Smokes are going in though. Try and slow them. Better master. Ooh, nearly finds the shot through the wall actually.
So, still a 5 versus 5. 1 minute 10 on the clock. Bomb actually situating back towards the B-bomb site. Adamixo jumps back, spots no one, might actually rotate through CT right now, and he's laying it out. So nevertheless, we'll go through CT. Gonna leave one player alone towards B. Who is it? Who's gonna be able to hold down the line and hold the assault that is the impending doom of Radix Esports?
Will it be Howls? He is hunkered there, ready to rock and roll. Actually, they completely backtrack. They're going to throw a spanner into the works, reposition, go for the aggressive late round take towards the A-bomb site.
Will it pay off though, Jack? That is the question. Lols now. I believe it's Tudson with the AWP holding the line now, and actually a rotation comes through. Tudson for the first. Smoke comes out towards quad. Should mean he comes back unscathed. Actually gets tagged up to low HP. Lols is low as well.
through the smoke. They find another frag. They are playing up close and personal. Very aggressive angles here as well. And they miss the shot. Eccles is able to get away with a double spray. Adam will eventually arrive over. Gets a bit stuck on the ladder as he started to ascend, but that's not really where he wants to go. Going to drop back down and try and push towards the bomb site.
Team in ascent now, 2 versus 4. Launch Prem to Capers. That could be the silver lining here and the entry they need to maybe try and make this salvageable. Deadbeat finds the first. Still going to be the 1-man advantage. Actually, take that back. It's going to be 2 versus 1 for Adam, though.
Adam left in an awkward spot now as he has to clear all these angles at once as he pushes through. One player towards main, one close on the site. You can see the panic come through. They peek together off the back of the first contact. They do take him down. Radix get another round on the board.
You know, Adam XO fractured his shoulder playing aimbots.
Did he?
Yeah. Hope he doesn't fracture his shoulder there.
How?
Apparently, he was practicing AWP flicks
on
aimbots, and obviously the flicking motion fractured his arm. No, but like the shoulder, not your elbow. This isn't your bicep curls. Oh, the pen! This isn't the bicep curls, Jack. This is the sweeps, you know, the Rolex sweep.
Alright. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds like an issue.
Yeah, that was ages ago though. That was like June? That was around June time.
Oh, my birthday.
Oh.
Let's see as the push is going to come through those. They try and take that fight towards Sunroom early. Aggression is on display from Team December. They've already lost the first member. Bodemaster is well going to find that frag back on towards Tudson. So you have 3 players now to bring to the table. Bodemaster, second flick as well. Absolutely disgusting as he will take down Ad. It's just Howls and Lols. Miles away. Howls and Lols.
Yeah, sounds like a...
It's like guys and goals.
Howls and Holes.
Howls and Lols.
Sounds like some duo plumber. Howls and Holes.
Oh, yeah. Here with Howls and Holes.
Here
we
with
plumb the
Howls and
holes so
Holes.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. We've had some great names. Tesco, Howls, Lols. What are some other absolute bangers?
Dunno, mate, that's it, I reckon. Yeah, let's leave it there.
Mighty Max. It's a pretty weird one.
Is it?
Mighty Max.
Yeah, there's actually like a show called Mighty Max about a small super blonde kid, I think. Might have been like a comic as well at one point.
Yeah, that's where we got the name from.
I don't know.
Other comic books
are available,
of course. Yeah.
Early smokes towards mid. Seems like the endpoint. Radix is going to try and close this one out straight away now to go for the crisscross. Aggression towards mid could be served up though, as they are going to go for that double boost. Ad is going to be boosting up one of his own teammates though toward Shroud spot. Sit up there, get yourself locked and loaded, and try and rip your way through. Is he going to go for an aggressive play? No.
Absolutely not. Going to be spamming his eagle through the smoke, gets away his position now, peeks out towards a main, gets tagged up by the repeat from Neth, but nevertheless will stay alive. It's going to be the... Why has Adam XO got a USP in the final round? And no Kevlar?
I don't know. He's got a smoke and a flash though. Surely he had money
Matt,
there.
can you press tab for me? How much money has Adam XO got?
Oh yeah, none.
0. What? Did he drop over a UMP or something?
Maybe.
He must have dropped over something. Yeah, he must have been dropping over a UMP to Howls.
Who knows? Tudson will go down there as Ardis finds the opening headshot. Lols is trapped right now, just waiting for the fight moment to speak. Does spam away with that CZ and finds a headshot back on towards Eccles, but it's still a 4 versus 4. But the thing is, Radix just have so much more firepower to play with. They have the superior arsenal, but not when they're blind and can't fight back. Lols is able to push his way through, grab himself a Kalashnikov now as well to aid them into the round. It's 2 AWPs and 1 rifle for the side of Radix, and they need to try and take control of this A-bomb site fairly swiftly. Capers will do a bit of damage as he executes Lols, trying to further his lead even more as well. Neff will push on towards the bomb site, tapping over that Tech 9, but can he actually connect these shots with Bodemaster to take down Ad? Bodemaster again, another frag on towards Howls, and it's just left on Deadbeat. Adam 5 himself pushes in, but Bodemaster is above him. It's just a matter of time before he falls at this point as he pushes away into the bomb site. Even if he gets the kills, there should be a swift trade, and Bodemaster will be the one to deliver the damage.
16 to 10, I believe it was.
Yes.
I can't remember if I predicted 16 to 9, 16 to 10, but nevertheless, it's going to be Radix taking this one. So, tonight's affairs, what's it been? CX take the first map 16 to 12 on Mirage.